Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Rocket League Old Farts News Network Presents Season 7. This is Week 3 gameplay coming to you from Rocket League Old Farts. You can see, other side, I got the t-shirt going, ready to go and everything. We are doing a slightly different stream today, so be aware of that. First out, I want to wish our technical directors all the luck in the world. We had a couple of family emergencies and a couple of sicknesses throw the team into a little bit of a tailspin. So we're working with the skeleton crew today. I'm very appreciative of everyone who has shown up and who is joining us for this stream tonight and for Sunday upcoming. But we wish everybody the best. Quick recovery to anyone that needs it, and hope everything works out for everybody. That said, we have a lot to go over today. I want to start with saying we have two matches upcoming tonight. We have first match is Fake on Me versus the Uptown Goals. I'm already seeing predictions in chat. A lot of people throwing their fart coins on that. Love to see that. We also, later in the night, have the Golden Goals versus the Brakefast Club. Interestingly enough, Fake on Me and Uptown Goals have the same record, 5-7. But the goal differential is where things kind of fall apart. And in the second matchup, it's actually a 5-7 Golden Goals versus a 7-5 Brakefast Club. So that's going to be an interesting one to see. But we will get to that later. In the meantime, I'll bring you around the league. So we have our stat screen up here. There we go. Taking a quick look at our Friday division, Sexual Wheelin' at top of the list here in Division A, 8-4 with a 17 goal differential. And interestingly enough, Fake on Me, one of the teams we're playing tonight, at the bottom, but with a positive goal differential. So that's going to be interesting to see. Then we have Flock of Scarabs at the top of the list on the Friday B division, with Whiff This Way at the bottom, but a more even spread there. Sundays where it gets a little more interesting. Etch-a-Sketch is dominating the standings, showing some clear victories, 10 wins, 2 losses, 18 goal differential. And I want to call out some of their stats in a moment, but getting into the nitty-gritty, we have our Friday team stats here. I want to call out Sexual Wheelin' is really doing a great job across all stat categories. You can see everything except average saves, average shots, total saves, and total shots is taken over by Sexual Wheelin' at the top of the list. And a quick point, their total and average goals, both for and against, is both the highest and one of the lowest in the Friday division. So love to see that from Sexual Wheelin', definitely taking over that set of league play. Be on the lookout for them if you have a chance to see them in stream. Switching over to our Sunday stats, you can see Etch-a-Sketch. I mentioned them before. Oh my God, they are at the top of everything except average saves. Karma Chameleon taking that top spot. But look at this domination by Etch-a-Sketch left and right. Every category is under their belt. Quick mention for Sunday stats here. They have the lowest average goals against and the lowest total goals against. So showing here, and you can see on this part of the screen, showing here that they are playing the tightest defense possible while still racking up goals. They're definitely doing something right. In fact, to look over at their individual stat pages, something to point out about this is that there is at least 2 players in every top 10 from Etch-a-Sketch. So we have, playing as part of Etch-a-Sketch, I believe we have Droppin' Hoffman, Brady Fee, and Gomi on 2 of them, minimum, on every single one of these. Score, goals, assists, saves, shots, and MVPs. Love to see that, and that's why their team is doing so well. They're just taking over every bit. But enough about the league information. I know why everyone is really here. We're going to bring you to our giveaway screen in a moment, because yes, we have another giveaway going this week, one tonight and one Sunday. So in order to get involved, make sure you type in hashtag BMGOAL. That's BMGOAL, then space, and enter in your name and Discord handle, and you'll be able to be entered in for the giveaway tonight. The goal explosion giveaway is none other than the fireworks goal explosion. These goal explosions are brought to you, and all of the giveaway entries are brought to you by Devil's Ghost. He was kind enough to gift us with a large number of black market skins, decals, goal explosions, and the works, so that you could take something home just for watching this stream. A couple rules to go over. If you do not type your Discord name in your entry, it will be disqualified. I want to make that very, very clear. And by the way, it's not BM Skin that's on the screen. It's BM Goal. Sorry about that, but BM Goal and your Discord name gets you an entry. By the way, if you're a subscriber to this channel, you get 2 entries automatically. So make sure you get your entries in. I see a lot of people jumping in already. Good luck to everyone joining the giveaway. But back to, and by the way, we'll be announcing that later in the stream near the end. So anybody who still joins in later, they can still have a chance to jump in. You also must obviously be a member of the Discord community to enter. So if you're not already, head over to our Rocket League Old Farts Discord. Let's get a Discord announcement in chat, please. We are the over 25 community for all Rocket League players considered old farts. We have the leagues going every week. We have in-house tournaments. We have giveaways, as you can see, and we have fun streams and fun events for everybody to take part in. So please come on down and hang out with the crew. We would love to have you. Next up, I want to bring in my co-caster for tonight. We had a couple of shuffling in terms of availability of staff, as I mentioned before, but I want to welcome Sick Larry. Thank you for joining in. Sick Larry, are you there on the call?
I am here. Thank you very much, Riff Raff. And I'll just start by saying, you mentioned the bare bones skeleton crew that we have tonight. And I would just go ahead and let everybody know that's pretty much Riff Raff. Riff Raff is the skeleton crew. So big thanks, Riff, for everything you do.
I appreciate it very much. I'm just happy we're all here and able to get into some good Rocket League games. So, Larry, I believe you've been doing a little bit of research today. Can you tell me what you've unearthed?
A little bit. I have. I've been out of town a little bit, so I had to take my attention away from the league for a week or so. But coming back in tonight, I was doing some research into the stats, and you called out some of the key stats that I think we want to look out for tonight. I think possibly most significantly in our first matchup, Fake On Me has the most shots in their league, and they have the second most goals per game. Now, Uptown Goal has the most saves. However, as we often know, the most saves can actually be kind of a misleading statistic, because a lot of times when you have more saves, it means that your team's been under quite a bit of pressure. Now, it can also mean that they just are really good at defense. So, we'll see if Fake On Me's scoring prowess matches up against Uptown Goal's defensive prowess well. But I have a feeling like we may see kind of an offensive shootout on the side of Fake On Me tonight. So that's probably the most important info that I've been able to discern from the stats so far tonight. But, you never know. I
want to ask you, Larry. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I want to ask you, because you talk about saves. I actually think saves is one of the most deceiving stat lines you can find. Just because you're saving a lot doesn't mean you're actually playing well. In fact, one might say if you're saving a lot, it means you're on the defensive a lot. And it also means that you're letting balls get shot at your net a lot. So is this actually a defensive powerhouse, or is this just scrambling to make up for bad midfield play?
I like that is probably going to be the more accurate depiction there, Riff. I think typically the saves, they can mean high defensive skill, but at least we can say that Uptown Goal has had a lot of practice making those saves this season. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Fair enough. Are there any individual players that you're looking out for in this matchup?
This matchup, I'm really looking at, it's the same thing that I look at every week. I have noticed in these mixed rank leagues that oftentimes the lowest ranked player on both teams is often going to be the X factor. If the lowest ranked player can turn up and kind of turn their skill up to match up with their teammates a little bit more, that is usually the team that I see wins. So pardon me. So what I'll be looking to tonight is how Grandpa Wood and Warhog can step up for their teams.
Very interesting. I am going to actually call out, I forgot to mention earlier, and I have to give him credit. Take a look at the individual stat screen I have up here. Holy cow, what are you doing, Naz? He's at the top at number 1 of every single stat block except for saves. That is fantastic to see from an individual presence, but I'm a little worried about his team maybe not doing so well if he's the one taking it all on his shoulders. Something to keep in consideration for later tonight. I think he's in our show match in the second round. So a little bit of a preview for later on, but we're going to head towards the field in a minute here and actually get started as... Oh, I'm being told there's a little bit of choppy mic. Thank you for letting us know. I will see what I can do in the meantime. Larry, I'm going to hand the cast over to you while I fix my audio. Let's take it to the field.
Sounds good, Riff. Get into our games here. Very excited to see what these teams can throw down for us tonight as they head into the lobby. A big shout out to all of our fans from the server, as well as those who might be joining us that aren't on the server. I'll just call out one more time, we talked about the Discord. If you are watching and you have not joined that Discord, I strongly recommend getting involved in the Rocket League Old Farts Discord server. It's changed the way I look and play at Rocket League. So we are getting started. First kickoff coming your way. Grandpa Wood. I believe you are correct. And me being very observant did not notice that at first. Absolutely. Yeah, so, I'll also note that even though Fake On Me has had the most shots and the second most goals this season, it somehow hasn't translated into a winning record. We talked a little bit about the parity that we've seen in the Friday night division and how a lot of the teams are very close together, but I'm really eager to see if Fake On Me can, kind of pull it out here. I'm kind of expecting a sweep on their side. That said, Uptown Goals does have the MMR advantage tonight, and again, that's largely the result of the lower ranked players on each team, the tier 3 players. Warhog has the higher MMR over Grandpa Wood, but again, sometimes at that lower level, you really don't know what to expect. I know sometimes those, the high plat, low diamond, that sort of skill level, when they can turn it on and turn on that consistency, it can really turn it around. So that is what I will be looking for tonight. I think we're all having a blast watching these teams scrim right now. So we'll see how much effort they're going to put into sizing each other up here. It is riveting stuff, this warm-up. A little bit of love there between Squid and Will Platt. See how that translates into the game. Ooh, like those mechanics from Squid. Pretty fancy stuff. I like the attractive cars that we're seeing tonight. That is always fun to see. I like when the teams put a little bit of effort into their car designs. I know I do. That is the most important aspect of Rocket League at the end of the day, is how good your car looks while you're on stream. So Grandpa Wood, you know, honestly, I was talking about Grandpa Wood. That could be the X factor tonight. If Grandpa Wood's play is as attractive as his car, there's pretty much no way I see Fake on Me losing this series tonight. So,
well, I'm going to interrupt your monologue and ask Twitch chat.
Please do.
I've just tried to fix the audio issues. We have the opportunity to ask you live because obviously we have a false start here. So can you hear me now, and is it better? Go ahead and put it in Twitch chat while we're waiting for this timer to run down and for the game to restart.
I think you sound beautiful, Riff, but that just may be my own brain, because anytime I hear your voice, I have positive reactions popping off in my brain, so maybe I'm a little biased. Looks like it's still a little excuse me, still a little bit choppy.
Yep,
but you know, that's sometimes when you have a bare bones production crew, you gotta make do with what you got.
Don't have all the audio capabilities that we normally would. That is a good question, Old Farts Gaming. I don't know.
Just glad he asked you that, not me, because I wouldn't even know how to answer. Couldn't quite see who the chat selected as their prediction. I think I missed it. Let's see if I can find that. Me using my extremely advanced Twitch skills. Which by extremely advanced, I mean not at all advanced. In case anybody can't tell, I may have also been on the list of potential illnesses, so you know, apologies if you hear some coughing, some sneezing. You know, it's a dangerous world we live in out there, Riff. So hopefully I don't spread anything across the internet to anyone. Actually, if anybody watching was at my bachelor party last weekend, which I think a couple folks maybe here, I do blame you for my illness. I do not party that hard at all in my old age anymore, so you know, I blame my friends for getting me sick. So there it is. Apparently I'm coming in a bit staticky whenever I start talking, so hopefully it isn't too bad, because frankly, JD, I do not know how to fix it. So given that our lack of production team tonight, we may just have to deal.
Well, we are...
Like the warm-up game's over, yeah.
Yeah, we are done with the warm-up game. We are ready to actually move to the first real game of the series. So thank you, everyone in Twitchland, for your patience. I have fixed one or two of the audio issues, but not all of them, and frankly, I'm old, so I don't care. Here we go with the first game in this series between Uptown Goal and Fake on Me. Larry, the call is yours, my friend.
Sounds good, Riff. Really excited to get things started as we head down to Utopia. I do like the classic Utopia versus the new Utopia. So we'll see how these players fare. Season 7, week 3. Big time Friday night Old Farts action coming at you right about now. We'll see who wins the opening kickoff. A little bit of a delay there from Brandis. Played that kickoff perfectly. Puts it down into the blue end. Disaster Piece tries to play it out, but can't quite make contact. Will Platt backs him up, though. Gonna try to play across the center. Little double commit from Orange, but they're able to clear it out pretty easily. Squid putting the ball back across the own end of his field. And it's in on the other end. They can't quite get the shot off, though. The ball's back down on the blue side. Will Platt's going to bring it up the wall. Can't quite make the play off the wall. Warhog coming up, going to lead the charge for the orange team here. Can't quite make a connection, but ball kicks out to Rambus, who tries to take a shot, but he gets cleared back down the field. Squid's keeping the pressure up, though. Will Platt able to clear it out, but pretty good little even start here. What do you think, Riff?
I'm seeing a bit of back and forth. I know they were just scrimming, but frankly, it's hard to say that was really practice or not, because they were letting the clock die down. And it was also a 2v1 scenario. Almost a good attempt there by Liquid Squiddy there. But it's going to be a little like this at the beginning. Unfortunate counter from a bad touch out of center here. Will Platt, great send and a very close miss. I think that was Kurt Rambus, who just missed the dunk, leaving no one back in net. And Uptown Goals, Fake on Me takes the first net.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of an overcommit there from Uptown Goals. They didn't have anybody back. Third man usually wants to play a little bit more withdrawn there to prevent those fast breaks, but an excellent shot from an excellent shot from Will Platt to get that into the other net. But play continues here. Rambus going to try to keep it in. It's a nice bounce off the corner, but Disaster pieces up. Not a great touch though. It's still in the middle, still dangerous. Will Platt tries to clear it out, but it goes right to Warhog, who definitely seems like he's stepping up tonight. Disaster Piece able to clear it out. Rambus going to try to control it off the wall, but he gets demoed by Disaster Piece. Will try to bring it closer to goal. Can't quite keep control, but it's back out to Disaster. Takes a shot, but it's saved away. Warhog going to try to control it here up the wall. Tries to put it over Grandpa, but there's that first little lower ranked matchup we see. Goes out to Will, but he can't get the shot across. The ball goes back down the other end.
Yeah, it's been some intense midfield battles already. Very interested to see how all these 50s play out. And as I say that, it's sent up the middle again. Disaster has an attempt at net, but Warhog did a great job getting back in time for it. Larry, I'm really liking the rotational positioning by Fake on Me in this game, except, of course, while I say that, it, of course, shows me up because I don't know what he was doing in the middle of the field there. But overall, they're doing a great job of controlling the flow of the game, and I think keeping Uptown Goals on their back feet. What do you think is going to be the turning point for either team to break out here?
You know, I mentioned the lower ranked players at the beginning of this, but so far they both seem to be playing really solid. I just haven't seen too much from our tier 1 players on each team. I really haven't seen any of the higher ranked mechanics come out. It's mostly just been back and forth, and frankly looks a little bit like kind of a mid-diamond matchup at this point. So, that's what I think is going to lead to one of these teams breaking out, is if Rambus, Disaster, Will, or Squid can kind of turn on the mechanics and take over.
Well, I'm going to add to that, it's also going to depend on the lower MMR players. Do they get in the way in the right way or not? And I say that because I see Grandpa Wood is kind of jumping into the play a little much and potentially getting his team out of rotation there a couple times, but we'll see if that really comes into play later in the game. There's only a minute left, and the score is 1-0, so I believe Fake on Me is blue here, so orange team, Uptown Goals, needs to get it going, but no. Ooh, another cross middle play sent straight up the middle by Will Platt again this time, gets his own touch and puts it in. Nice control there from Will Platt, taking control of the game as well, but I don't know, where is the orange team in this?
I almost looked like Will Platt got a little bump there and then was able to regain control. And I'll say his second goal of the game, he definitely seems to be the player that's controlling most of the important aspects of this game one. We'll see if Uptown Goals can bring it back, but the way this is going, I haven't really seen a lot of big scoring opportunities, maybe one or two here or there. But with 20 seconds left, I'm not so sure they're going to be able to pull it out. So I've seen stranger things, though, Riff.
Well, fortunately, we have 2 more games to play with this matchup, so there will be chances for redemption. The countdown has started. We are waiting for this game to simply end. Is it going to be a clean sheet, or are they going to put one in at the last second? Here's the opportunity from Rambus. He does! We've lost Larry for a moment there, a little scratchy, but yes, love to see it from Kurt Rambus putting in a final second, not 0 second, final second goal to get at least one on the board for Uptown Goals. Fake on Me taking that one handily on the back of Will Platt. Congratulations to Will Platt and the team for that one. He was dominant with his 2 goals, 4 saves, and 3 shots. Totally outstripping the points of Uptown Goal in its entirety.
Yeah.
So at this point, Larry, I asked you a little bit about what Uptown's going to need to do. They've just seen Fake on Me come in and take over. What's their response?
They need to get it past Will. That's what they need to do. Will had 4 saves that game. He had his 2 shots, but I really, honestly, one of his shots was a save. It was that big clear for the first goal. I think they need to figure out a more creative offense, get their mechanics going. Kurt, Squid really need to, I saw Squid had 6 shots, so it's not that there wasn't any offense, but I don't think there was anything that really troubled Fake on Me very much.
We're talking about Squid. I have to call it out. He's in chat right now saying, I'm going to need to not suck. That's what needs to happen. I think we're all behind you on that, Squid. And Woody already agreed with him. So we'll see if he's able to turn that around in Game 2. We are going to get started with this game. Let's just tell the players to hit the field. And this is Game 2 of 3, a chance for Uptown Goals to come back and tie this series. Reminder, it's not a best of 3. It is a 3-game series, so all 3 games get played. But here we go, 3, 2, 1. This is Rocket League. Kickoff comes with Warhog and Grandpa Woods starting it out. It's up the wall. Great 50 on the wall by Disaster Piece to keep possession. Will Platt centers to Disaster. It's a big shot, and it's in. 1-0, 9 seconds into the game.
Yeah, make sure to get that right, Riff. Big difference. Now, this is a very quick start for Fake on Me. I think that was just cleaner play. I think there was a little bit of panic there on the side of Golden Goals as we started, but we'll get the second kickoff going here. Still early, lots of time for Golden Goals to right the ship. And right as I say that, Squid gets an amazing shot. Maybe his mechanics are turning on. Will Platt's going to try to take this off the wall. Can't quite make contact, but seemed to have faked out Golden Goals just enough to allow Disaster to bring it back down. There's a dangerous bounce in front of the goal. Will Platt misses it, but Grandpa Wood follows it up, and he puts it right in the corner.
Grandpa Wood surprising everybody with this top-down aerial. Gets the height on it, spins his wheel just enough for the perfect top bin touch. What a shot by Grandpa Wood. And speaking of being correct, Larry, it's not Golden Goals, it's Uptown Goals, okay? Let's get it right.
Uptown Goals. Excuse me. I mixed up my 80s puns. Excuse me.
Yeah, they're later in the stream. We'll see the Golden Goals later.
Clearly can't wait. But yeah, no, that was an amazing shot. And now I'm back to my lower ranked bias here a little bit, but that was a pretty high quality shot for the tier 3 player on Fake on Me. So it's nice to see that Grandpa was able to come out and contribute for his team like that.
I mean, I have to root for anybody with Grandpa in their name. I mean, this is the perfect server for that. So well done, Grandpa Wood. Keep it up. Meanwhile, Will Platt, low boost, but still challenging in the corner. Grandpa keeps it alive, misses his touch. It's going to be an interesting 50 scenario. Disaster Piece does get the center, but it's cleared out by Kurt Rambus, and we're on the transition play. Squiddy up the far wall, sends it to the middle. Is there a shot? Oh, an unfortunate miss. I think that was Rambus again trying to get the goal. Just missed his touch. Would have been a nice momentum stop for Uptown Goals to put one on the board at this point. 3 minutes left to go in this game. It looks like another kind of runaway win by Fake on Me as the demos begin. Larry, is a demo play gonna really help Uptown Goals at this point? I mean, like, They're behind on the scoreboard 2 games in a row, and now again another goal down. As a double commit doesn't matter, Fake on Me is just going to knock it home anyway.
We've got to try something, Riff. You know, if the regular standard gameplay, pardon, the regular standard gameplay is not doing it for them, they're going to have to start bringing out some more aggressive, dirty play style. And if the demos are what it takes, then, you know, I'm all for it. You know, we'll see if it can help them turn things around, but it didn't appear to on that last sequence. And so far, they have not yet scored a goal. It's very possible we could be working our way to a perfect sweep. Disaster puts it right off the crossbar, right as I say that. But Squid's going to try to control it back here again. Going to bounce off the corner very dangerously for Will. Can't quite put it in, or can he? Squid's trying to keep it off the goal line, but not enough for Disaster, who comes in and cleans up the garbage.
Well, I have to say, I've been watching the rotations of Uptown Goal, and what I'm seeing is they are not getting into defensive position quickly enough. I think either they're not communicating quickly enough and getting into a rhythm, or they're just not thinking that they need to be faster. So one way or another, the net has been open almost every attempt by Fake on Me, and it's resulting in the scoreline that you're seeing now. If they're able to get in front of the ball a lot more and spend maybe a little bit less time on offensive mindset, they might have a chance. But again, another net left wide open. Squiddy able to get to the back wall in time, but still, it's just chaos for Uptown Goals. Ball does go towards the Fake on Me net. Kurt Rambis able to collect on the wall, looking for an offensive push, trying to get it one on, but a nice touch away by Disaster Piece. Gets demoed for his trouble, and Warhog gets revenge demoed by Grandpa Wood in the process. The blood is flying as there needs to be a goal here for Uptown Goals to make this worthwhile. At least put something on the board, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either. They still have a minute here to make this at least interesting, but I've seen a couple of promising moments from Uptown Goal, but nothing really being able to put together. I saw a couple good passes, but it almost seems like they're not really trusting each other, not really expecting the ball to bounce their way. And I'll tell you, when you lose that confidence, when you lose that ability to trust your teammates, it makes it much more difficult to try to string good plays together. So we'll see if they can turn it around, but we may just be on our way to a Game 3 here, and Uptown Gold might need to start looking towards that to redeem themselves.
Yeah, it's a good point, and we'll see if they can. I'm also going to call out Will Platt a little bit. You missed a wide open net, my friend. Gotta, lessen that air roll a little bit, maybe be a little less fancy. But he does put one in front. Nice save by Squiddy to keep it out of the net and just reduce the damage. Grandpa Wood, I don't know if he was going for an own goal there or something, but he was flying upside down right towards the ball. That would have been nice to see. Sends it up the middle. Here's a chance for Kurt Rambis. Does he get the double? No, it's too high. The timer is up. It is going to be over. Warhog can't put it in. Oh, it's still up. The ball hits the corner. Will Platt does touch it down. And that is Game 2 of 3 going to Fake on Me. This will be considered a series win, but there is still one more game to play. Again, there are 3 games played every week in our season, in our in-house league. So it's not a best of, it is a full 3 games, no matter what happens. So like you said, Uptown Goal still has a chance to get a win here, to get some stats on the board. I've called out their defense. I've called out their rotations. And you've called out their communications and being comfortable with each other. Twitch chat, is there anything we're missing? Is there anything else that we need to see from this team to put together some points? Because right now, Fake on Me is running away with it.
Yeah, Uptown Goal is in danger of getting perfect swept here. I'm curious to see what Twitch chat says. Skitch says more demos, as does Woody. I
think Woody's a little biased.
Woody might be a little bit biased, so I don't know if Uptown Goal wants to trust Woody's advice here, but Skitch, known as the god of the server, I think he may be one of the gods of the server, notwithstanding my co-caster here. I might be inclined to follow Skitch's advice and just, if you can't, if you what's the phrase? If you can't beat them, delete them. I'll quote James Bott and get behind those demos.
Well, we will see as the players take the field. I will quote the late great. I think the team that's going to score more goals here is going to end up winning the game. So we'll see who that team is. As the kickoff is up, oh my God, the ball is already in front of Uptown Goal's net. It's not looking good right out of the gate. The pressure is on by Will Platt and company. Grandpa Wood up the wall. No, Warhog does send this nicely into the middle, but nobody is there to follow it up. Squiddy looking to capitalize, maybe get something going for his team. A great pass in the middle. Kurt Rambis sends it, but it's wide. Unfortunate miss there. That would have put them up for the first time in this series and for the first time this early in a game. But I love the initiative. I want to see more of that as this game continues.
Yeah, just as we talked about, there's a demo on the other end from Rambis, and right as Rambis had that shot, I had just been thinking to myself that I really wanted to see him show up in this game. He seemed to be missing from this series in the way that we know he can show up. And, I would actually argue that shot was a good example. I would expect a player of his caliber to be able to put on a little bit more powerful, a little bit more accurate of a shot. So we'll see if they can keep the pressure up.
I'm going to recognize, though, that Rambis is the one who put the only goal.
There he is.
There he is. There he is indeed. But he was the one who put the goal in the first game. He had that last second goal. So he is capable.
Right.
He has shown up, but he needs to show up more. And he heard us talking about him. He must have heard us through the internet, I don't know, somehow we're in his ears at the same time as he's playing, because that was textbook. He was set up for that shot perfectly. Oh, unfortunate miss by Squiddy on the double tap. But Rambis up again and goes in for two. Where did this man come from?
Beautiful. I wonder if Fake on Me has slowed down a bit here, but I also think this really looks like Uptown Goal has come alive. Sometimes that happens. They needed a couple games to warm up. It's unfortunate that it took until the third game to do so, but I really like what I'm seeing. Squiddy and Rambis really seem to have turned it on, so we'll see if they can keep it up or if Fake on Me can bring it back here to make this third game interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm rooting for them to take this in a sweep because they deserve it. The fact is, if they can break out and have that kind of beginning, look at that cross pass to Rambis. Unfortunately, not able to send it forward. More, it was up in the air. But still, just the way they're playing right now, they deserve the win. Unfortunately, they pulled the same mistake on defense. They left the net open. Look at this as Disaster Piece hits the post there, but no one's there following Rambis. Rambis doesn't get the touch. That's understandable, but where's the rest of the team to cover the net?
I think that may have been a bit of a misread on Rambis' part, which is an understandable misread. I mean, that ball bounced very trickily off the corner there. They almost get another chance to answer back, but ball's back in play. Squiddy puts it off his own backboard. Will Platt's going to try to keep it in the zone here. He has a nice tactical whiff to prevent the challenge from the Uptown Goal player, but ball's coming back out, controlled by Uptown Goal. Squiddy's going to try to put it on goal, but Will's right there to snuff that attack out. Tries to control it across the midfield, but Kurt's going to put it right back down on the blue end. Disaster Piece makes a really nice play to keep that off his own backboard and out of his net, but a nice little angle there. Great shot from Squiddy. It's going to get that 2-goal lead back for Uptown Goal.
Oh, he got all of that one. What a flick. Nice little diagonal. Gets the bar down, slotted center. Love to see it. That's a great shot, and Squiddy is awake, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if he can keep this up as he and Rambis have come alive in this third game. It's unfortunately a little too late, but still good to see it happening. And let's see if we can get some more goals from him.
Yeah, we'll see if Fake on Me can add on to their league-leading goal scoring, but they're going to have to if they want to come back here. So far, Uptown Goal's definitely in control of this game. Disaster's keeping it in the orange end. A bit of a whiff on the backboard makes it an easy goal for Disaster. He just puts it right over the last defender.
Yeah, nice little controlled touch here. Waits him out. Patient play. Rambis is just too far back in net. And unfortunately, there's not much you can do when the ball is that close. So I respect. I understand that Rambus had a tough spot there, but there was no way he was saving that one. I also want to call out a couple of first-time chatters. David the Dad TTV, welcome. I think we had another one earlier from, it's Woody, also first time. Zinby, welcome to the stream as well. Make sure you guys get in on the giveaway that's going on. We'll remind you guys the details later. But we are in the middle of Game 3 of a 3-game series against Fake On Me and Uptown Goals. And Uptown Goals is finally showing why they deserve to be here.
Yeah, I think you were talking during that last goal, but that was probably the best goal of the series that I've seen so far. And apologies if I get this wrong. I believe it was a Squiddy that did that, but, you know, every time Fake On Me seems to try to bring it back in this game, Uptown Goals just puts it right back down their throat. So they've definitely come alive, definitely using their MMR advantage a lot better in this game than they did in the first two. And Woody tries to put it back on net there, but a little bit of a double commit, but it keeps it out of the net of Uptown Goal. Warhog pops it up high, keeps it in his corner. Good smart defensive play. Allows Rambus to make the second touch, get it out of their end. Little 50 at the midfield, but Disaster's there first. Squiddy tries to control it, but can't quite. But then it's a whiff in the middle of the goal by Will, I believe. So he'll want that one back. They're gonna need to, if they get another chance like that, they're gonna need to take it in order to try to come back and get this sweep. But it seems like we're marching here towards a 2-1 series score if Uptown Goal can hold on.
And I think they can, as Kurt sends another one down the middle. They have broken apart Fake On Me's defense. I don't know what changed, but boy, oh boy, did they decide we're going to win this one. Combine that with the fact that maybe Fake On Me is feeling a little good about themselves. They won the first 2 games. They got their series win. So maybe they're not worried about this. But frankly, Uptown Goals deserves all the credit for this game. They have done everything right, or if not everything, almost everything. And they've been capitalizing on every opportunity they can. As they're trying again here, the ball's in the offensive corner for him. Squiddy loses the 50. Warhog back to touch this away. Does send it up the back wall out of danger. Will Platt, though, sending it down into the mid. And it's back in the mid. Chaos in front of the net. 6 seconds to go, but it's cleared out. Warhog gets a touch forward. It's banged away. This ball's going to be up. Squiddy's going to look to center it. Does he get the final goal with Kurt? He gets the ceiling shot, but it's not enough. Uptown Goal does take this one. Good win by Uptown Goal, getting this 3rd game in the bag. Congratulations to them. And give me your final thoughts here, Larry.
Yeah, you know, I was really glad to see Uptown Goal kind of turn it on there at the end. Honestly, had they played that way all series, even with Fake On Me playing a little bit better in the first 2 games, I really think this would have been a totally different series. I expected Fake On Me to come out hot. They score a lot of goals, as they do in every series, and they scored a lot of goals in the first 2 games, but you know, maybe if these 2 teams meet up again, perhaps in the playoffs, it'll be a different story. So I guess my final thought here is, you know, as is usually the case, the team that played cleaner, played a little bit with a little bit more flair, was the team that came out on top. And Rambus, at the end of the day, he proved to be the X factor in Game 3. So we'll see how they do the rest of the season. But big congratulations to Fake On Me for taking the series, and you know, like to see the fight back from Uptown Goal there at the end, though.
Yeah, good call out and good analysis at the end there. If you're just joining us, we are done with match 1, but we have match 2 coming up. A couple of things to announce first. If you haven't already, we have our Twitch giveaway for every viewer here. If you're a member of the Discord community, you can enter into the Twitch giveaway. Type in hashtag BMGoal and add your Discord name and handle in the submission, or it will be disqualified. But you will have a chance to win this the fireworks goal explosion, courtesy of Devil's Ghost, one of our community members. He's put up a bunch of these for us to give away on every league stream. And as a reminder, if you are a subscriber to our Twitch channel, you get 2 entries automatically. So 1 entry doubles to 2. So make sure you're a subscriber before you enter. And yes, you still have to do the hashtag, even if you're Naz. That said, a couple other things to point out. We have match 2 coming up. In the meantime, I want to make sure, if you're not a member of the Discord, join the Discord community, Rocket League Old Farts. If you're not a subscriber here, use your Twitch Prime subscription or just subscribe the old-fashioned way. We'd love to have you for these events. And if you want to support the server and support these streams and have us be able to do more events like this and like what you're used to seeing on the Rocket League Old Farts Discord community, make sure to join our Patreon as well. Every little bit helps us to keep things going for your entertainment and enjoyment and participation. But we're going to take a short break and come back to you with match 2. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Beatico Creek, Louisiana, and Milwaukee both mean something great to these guys. Beatico Creek means bass.
You take drugs, Danny? Every day. Good.
Oh, Milwaukee. And old Milwaukee Light. Taste as great as their name.
Let me tell you, it doesn't get any better than this.
Just a harmless squirrel, not a plastic explosive or anything, nothing to be worried about.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this star-cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent revere, in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent revere, in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here.
Hi, I'm not Sarah McLaughlin, but I am a Diamond too, which means I know everything. Will you be an angel for an old fart? Every day, old farts are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're crying out for help against solo queuing.
Please, go to the Discord on your screen and join the Old Farts right now. By just a few clicks of effort, you can be connected to other Old Farts that'll help you lose just as much as before, but with the satisfaction of knowing you're not in it alone. Join now, and you'll be able to see all of our pets for free, so when you get upset, you can stare at our fuzzy wuzzies and feel better.
Right now, there's an animal that needs your help, and you should care about that too. By joining our server, you say, okay, but first a little car soccer. Damn BC Canadians anyway.
In the arms of the angel, may you find some comfort here.
Hey, you want to make $14 the hard way?
The taste is positively Pepsi and it's caffeine free. Positively Pepsi free.
Welcome back, welcome back. We hope you enjoyed our ad spot for the day. Big respect, shout out to Tripman for the amazing recording, putting Sarah McLaughlin to shame. Unbelievable ad spot there. And we are I think, getting ready for match 2, but Larry, are you still with us?
I am with you. However,
Okay.
having some trouble getting into the game because one of our players has unfortunately turned off cross-platform play, and as a console pleb, I am not able to get into the game, so we'll give it a try right here. I can pull it up on my laptop, although it may make for a bit of a interesting transition. So let me see if I can get that going, and we'll see if it works out.
All right, I'm going to let them know in-game that they need to change that up because we need our caster in here. Unfortunately, we may not be able to change that while everyone is currently ready to go. So in the meantime, let us know if you're able to get in, Larry. If not, I will hold down the fort for you. But
sounds good.
We do have the Naz leading his team, leading, in fact, the entire league in every stat available on this, the Friday Night League in the individual category. I'm going to throw this up on the screen so everyone can see. Naz is about to be playing, so you're going to want to watch him. He's on top of score, goals, assists, MVPs. The only thing he's not at the top of the list of is shots, where he's second place, and saves, where he's not even on the list at all. He's definitely an offensive player. And you can actually see some of the stats updating in real time as games are submitted. So you're seeing what's happening across the league as it happens. We really thank you to Party Turtle and Renegade Duck and everybody on the league committee for getting things set up so that we can have up-to-date information for you as the games are happening. But let's get ready to go back to the field in a moment. I'm going to see if they can turn their cross-platform play off, or on rather. And we'll let them see if they can respond to that. And I think we're being told, Larry, you should be able to try again. And yes, he is joining the match.
It's funny. Right as we got it fixed, I joined on my laptop. So we'll just do it this way, Riff.
Sounds good.
We're gonna wing it.
So we are ready to get going with match 2. This is going to be game 1 of 3. Everybody hit the field and let's play some Rocket League.
Very excited to have this beautiful, amazing, not at all low quality laptop that I have to join the PC Master Race, and here we go.
Well, congratulations for that, at least. We'll see if your
thank
laptop can keep up, as we have an immediate shot, and what a save by Naz on the goal line. A bit of a miss, I think a backflip there by Rumblefish. Was supposed to have that save handily, but thankfully Naz was behind him, ready to cover. That was almost a very early goal. This game is off to a running start as a big air dribble. Falcor sends it high left, beats everybody in the process. Look at this. He's up with it. First touch, second touch, gets it past Naz. Rumble not even high enough, and it is 1-0 out of the gate.
Oh man, I'm already having a blast with this one. I was thinking about this before. Motive Bowl was in the first series that I casted a couple weeks ago, and he really turned out for his team. So I thought maybe he'd be another really important player to watch. But even right as I'm talking, Falcor again turns on the offense for his team. Nazhol tries to come up and make that save, but just can't quite do it.
Yeah, good touch there by Falcor. Good control, getting the ball to the net there at a weird angle. But this guy, I don't know what the other team's going to do to stop him. Do you have any predictions for this now that we've already been less than a minute in and we've had 2 goals up?
I'm going to use my I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be bold here. I'm going to say that Brakefast Club is more likely to win this game, given that they have the 2-goal lead. So we'll see if that pans out. And right as I'm talking, Nazhol tries to make a pretty slick air dribble towards the net, but can't quite do it. Rumblefish is going to do it for him, though. He puts it right to the far post, handles the pass perfectly, and we got a 2-1 game, Riff.
Yes, we do. And I've played with Rumblefish before. I have to say, he is a quality player who knows how to get to the ball quickly, and he does so there with accuracy. Love to see it from Rumblefish. and getting his team on the board in the process with plenty of time to go. Ball does get centered by Chris here. No one there to follow him up. So it's back into the blue corner. Nazhol sending it almost, back towards the middle, but not really with control. Great clear by Rumblefish through the middle, but Falcor is going to easily collect this. Forward for Motive Bolt gets, I think, bumped out of the way there in the corner, and it's sent back to Falcor. No, Chris is going to, I don't know if that was a dummy play or a miss or a fake or what, but he almost had a great touch there. As Falcor gets a goal off of a bad own touch?
See again what happens here. This looked like an incredible shot. I don't know if you guys can hear my dogs barking there, but Rumblefish looks like he wanted to clear that off his backboard, but turned into just a really excellent shot on his own goal. So, hopefully that doesn't tilt him too much, but we're back to a 2-goal lead here for Brakefast Club.
Yeah, unfortunate to see, especially when Rumblefish had that first early defensive miss that Naz had to bail him out. Oh, wow! What a dunk by Falcor, adding to the scoreline. Panda Bear, great touch off the back wall, passing it into the center. Chris just not able to get his car on it, and Nazhol left holding the bag as Falcor has been dominant. Nazhol in the chat. Falcor, remember what we talked about. Oh my God, the fur is flying, Larry.
I would have liked to see Golden Goals, make that save. I think Chris is gonna want that one back too. He missed the block on goal number 4, and on this one he struggles to get up for it. Looks like he was just a little bit too far off his line there, but that happens sometimes. The rotations aren't always easy. So, game 1 not looking too great for Golden Goals. We'll see if they can make it interesting.
Well, whatever Brakefast Club did before this game to prep, they did it right, because they are putting shots on net after shot on net, and frankly connecting on more often than not. Falcor has been dominant and leading his team the entire way. Love to see it from him, but I want to see Naz and his team respond. I did call out early in the stream, if you remember the league stats, that Naz is top of the list of almost all of the individual stat categories, but his team is not. So it's going to be interesting to see, does his team rise to the occasion? Can they play at the level? Or is Naz going to have to put it on his shoulders and do it himself? Here he is up with the ball, sends it high and right. It could be near the corner, but a great touch away by Panda Bear, getting a save very close to his own net. Motive sends it wide up the left side. Falcor into the center. Is there a follow-up shot? The net's open. No. Rumble able to clearly collect off on the left side himself. And Naz sending it farther away down the midfield. It looks like Brakefast Club is actually just banging the ball away. Uptown goals being, what a play by Rumblefish, putting that on net in the middle. Great touch there, showing what he did earlier to his own net. Unfortunately, there was a defender in the process. But here he is taking it out again on the right side. Falcor waiting for Motive Bowl to take it up the field, playing defensively, very patient. Chris, great block there in midfield, keeping the ball alive on offense for his team. Sends it up the corner. It's up in front of the net. Falcor is up, but he has the boost for it. He's going to get another touch. Naz does get the 50, and it's now ping pong.
Falcor creeping close to a 1,000-point game here. He's up above. He's almost at 800. Probably now at 800 with that last clear. Puts it back down the field, but Falcor is really dominating this one. I think that own goal from Rumblefish was a pretty key moment. Whatever wind that Golden Goals had under their sails went completely by the wayside when that happened, and this really has been all Brakefast Club since then. So hats off to Falcor for coming out and really leading his team in game 1. Motive Bull's not been quiet so far, but he's definitely done a good job playing support for his teammates here. As Brakefast Club puts it back down to the other end. There's 20 seconds left. I don't know if they're going to be able to get 4.
Get in
they
there!
made one here. Nope. Naz. Oh, what a save on the goal line. Naz can't quite put it away. Rumblefish trying to keep it in, trying to get a garbage time goal. Just something to carry some momentum with him into game 2, but it's not going to happen. Ball is going to touch the ground, and Brakefast Club takes game 1.
All right, I have to say here, that was such a good chance. And I got to give a lot of props to Chris and Naz for heads-up play in the offensive zone. Chris had an amazing dunk to try and put that in. It just hovered on the line. It was 1 pixel away from falling in. Unfortunately, it doesn't go and it gets sent out, but Naz was there. Naz was ready, and he got almost the perfect touch to actually put it back in net, but I don't even know who saved that one. They came out of nowhere. I didn't even see it happen, but frankly, the ball, all of a sudden, instead of being back of the net, is off into the corner. Unbelievably done.
Riff, I hate to cut you off here, but it looks like we may be having some ping issues on the Golden Goals side, and there's some discussion going on about whether or not we may need a new server. So, me being a console pleb, what's the procedure here?
Well, the procedure is they have all just agreed to stay.
Yep.
So there is no procedure at this point.
Excellent.
And we're going to sit in this lobby as we're going to wait for everybody to load up. But let's go back to predictions here. You saw a very dominant Brakefast Club take out Golden Goals in their first game. Hold on a second.
Yeah, no, I'll pick it up there. I would love to say that I think Golden Goals is going to come back here and maybe take game 2, but I just didn't see much. Even when they had that chance there at the end to kind of make a statement, Naz couldn't do it. I just haven't seen anything from the Golden Goals side that has indicated they are going to be able to bring it back here. They definitely have the potential. I mean, especially with Naz on your side and as hot as he's been this season, if he turns it on, they should be able to make some kind of statement. But that first game was so dominant, especially on the part of Falcor. I think that Brakefast Club is going to do it again here.
Well, I certainly think it's possible, but I'm waiting for Rumblefish to break out of his slump. I know what he's capable of. He's got the chops. He can definitely do something here, and he can play at Naz's level. It's just going to be a question of, does he wake up? Does he show up? And does he make something happen for his team? Chris is also going to be a key factor in this. He has been in the right place at the right time, a number of different plays, but a little too late, not enough. I don't know what the phrase is going to be for him. If he can get those good touches in midfield, do a couple more dunks, he's going to put his team in position to score. So we're going to tell the teams to join up and get this one going, because I'm just as excited as you are to see where it happens.
And as usual, Riff, some excellent points you made there. I couldn't agree more. I did see Rumblefish make some really nice looking plays. He had that own goal that looked like a pretty sick shot. And after that, he kind of turned it on. Looked like he was fixing his mechanics. So if he can continue that momentum, they definitely have a chance to make a statement here. Makes the first save right out of the gate. Motive Bull providing a little bit of pressure. Falcor goes to the double tap, and Naz makes an amazing save coming off his back line.
That was a squishy save.
Squishy save. He's, maybe Squishy has taken over the controller. We'll see what Naz can. We'll see if that can benefit the Golden Goals squad here. Falcor is bringing it off the wall, though. Little aerial 50 from Naz, but both players with. The next 50 is won by Brakefast Club, though. Puts it all the way back down to the other end. Chris does a pretty good job controlling it. Can't make the second touch, though. Motive Bull's trying to keep it in the blue end, and he does. Good pressure on Motive Bull's side. Able to, to really take it to some of the higher-ranked players like he did in Week 1. And here he is again, matching up with Rumblefish, who wins the 50, but Falcor ends up with possession. Falcor's in a bit of an awkward position, though. Tries to go for a bit of a weird pinch, but hands it off to Panda Bear, whose name we really haven't said much. Kind of just realizing that Panda has really not had to do much with all the play we've seen from Falcor, but ball's in the possession of the blue team. Ball's dangerously bouncing in front of the goal, but no one from blue can make the connection as the ball drifts harmlessly out of the orange end.
Well, I have mentioned Panda Bear once for a save, but you're right. He hasn't really shown up much since, but he's been pretty solid for his team. He's there when he's needed, except there, where he kind of gets in Falcor's way a little bit. But something that I'm noticing is that Motive Bull might be a sleeper pick of the year. He's shown up a lot. He's actually the captain of this team, I believe. So maybe the brains behind the operation, picking the right team for him, because he's been in the right place, right time, almost this entire matchup, and helping Falcor not have to carry the team, kind of like Naz is doing at the moment. Here's Panda Bear, almost a top-down shot with a crazy angle there. Falcor able to stop Naz's attempt, and now it's a fight for the ball. It's still going towards the orange net. Rumblefish does get involved with Panda Bear there to try and bump him away, but Falcor looking to stop the onslaught of shots. It's a shot high and wide, and it's a counterattack. A pass. Oh, no connection there. Falcor not able to get the touch on it. Great flick pass by Panda Bear. Maybe should have taken the shot. I think there was no defender.
I don't know. I expect Falcor to put that away 99 times out of 100. That was a beautiful, crisp pass coming from Panda Bear. He might have been able to take the shot, but he had the really nice flick set up for himself. So I was really excited to see a little passing goal there, but Falcor couldn't make the connection. But enough about that missed opportunity. We'll see what we can do now here. Panda Bear just clearing it off his line after a bit of confusion in the right corner. Ball's still dangerous. Rumblefish puts it off the wall and into the goal for Golden Goals' first goal of the game.
There he is. He showed up, and this is also the first time I believe they've led in this series now. Great little double tap push off the crossbar. Way to be in the right place for that pass. Rumble is going to be there. I'm calling it now. If he wakes up, they're going to win this game. So I'm really hopeful that continues. That wasn't just a one-off, because I'm expecting a lot out of him. Here's Chris sending it forward again into the offensive zone. Falcor taking position. We know how dangerous he is as he brings it up the right side, playing with his food before dunking it into the middle. Oh my God, the savagery of this man. Unbelievable speed, bringing it up the right side, gets collection of it, and flicks it right over Chris. Rumble not able to get there in time.
Falcor, this is one of the most dominant performances I've seen from any player so far in this league. Granted, I haven't seen too many series in this league, only joining this year, but this is really nice play from Falcor. He ties it back up for his team. May have just brought the wind out of the sails for the Golden Goals in this game. We'll see if Brakefast Club can turn it back on like they did in Game 1. I do like what I'm seeing, though. Like you said, Riff from Rumblefish. He has definitely seemed to turn it on a little bit. A little bit of a double commit here, though. Chris brings it out of his back end. Not too many consequences from that double commit. Chris still down there on his own. Rumblefish going to keep it in the zone. Going up for the second touch. Pops it over the defender. But that is cleared off the line by Motive Bull. Right up to Falcor, who brings it down to the blue end. Nazhole controls it in the corner. Does a little wall carry of his own. Can't quite make the last touch, though, and the ball's right back in the hands of Brakefast Club.
Well, I also have to mention, Twitch chat has been relatively quiet about the game. There's some discussion about the Golden Girls going on, but relatively quiet about the game itself, which means everybody's watching, and I hope you were watching as Nazhole puts one in off of a great little pass there from Rumblefish off the backboard, tricks Motive Bowl, who went for the ball, couldn't get there, and they're up 2-1. Naz and Rumblefish. That's the combination. Chris is going to have to jump in and boom these balls down the field to let these two get into offensive position. If they can do that, if they can work together as a team that way, they're going to take this game, and potentially the third one too.
What can Brakefast Club do? They've got 20 seconds here left to go, 2-1. Chris trying to keep it in the end. Not much time left on the clock. They're going to have to get out of their end quick. Chris makes a pretty poor touch back the other way. Might be a chance for Brakefast Club, but Naz comes out of nowhere to clear the ball and maybe get the... Yep, he gets the nail in the coffin. Looks like Game 2 is going to go to the Golden Goals.
Absolutely it will. And to answer your question, Brakefast Club stopped playing their game. They got so flustered by... Oh, did I just switch the teams on us again?
I think you got it right.
Well, Brakefast Club got so flustered by Golden Goals actually playing as a team and actually having a consistent and coordinated attack that they stopped rotating. You saw there at the end, Naz had an open net to himself for that last goal because, frankly, Brakefast Club just didn't think there was going to be a play. They all chased after the ball when Chris made that pass to the side. Unbeknownst to Brakefast Club, Naz was there. So it's totally doable for either team to take this game, but both are going to have to focus on what their gameplay is. What I'm seeing is Brakefast Club is all about team play, coordinated attack based on Falcor. Golden Goals is going to be based on Chris sending the ball forward and Rumblefish and Nazhole connecting. If both of these teams do that, you're going to see a high-scoring third game, and it's tied 1-1 in the series.
You know, I'm gonna change my prediction earlier. That I was completely wrong. Golden Goals were clearly able to turn it on. I think they're gonna take game 3. I've played with Chris enough to know that he has the potential to really turn it on, especially after he's gotten a little bit warmed up. And, you know, he only had 90 points in that game, and his team was still able to pull it out. So if he turns it on a little bit more here in game 3, I think we might see an easy win for Golden Goals. So I'm going to go ahead and make the prediction now. This game 3 is going to go to Golden Goals.
Well, we will have to see if it does. We are going to make a quick mention. There was a request in Twitch chat for a mention of coaching. JD Gibson, yes, we do have coaching in the server. If you join the Rocket League Old Farts Discord, you can get set up with a coach. We have plenty of in-house coaches who are happy to help you with mechanics, positioning, rotation, all aspects of gameplay. Definitely helps out everybody. So jump in there if you want some free or even paid tips from some very expert coaching. That being said, let's get to game 3. We're telling the players to join. We are excited for this matchup. This is the first game 3 that matters in this stream tonight. We don't know what's going to happen, folks. So be on the edge of your seat for this one. Rocket League always. Oh my! What a weird kickoff by Chris there. I think he missed his flip, but it's recovered nicely as the ball is back in the center of the field. A little bit of confusion, but things are starting to settle down. Falcor able to get the ball away from his own net, but Naz sends it right back in. There's some pressure here on offense, but there's the connection. Panda Bear and Motive Bowl. There's the team play that we're talking about. They almost connected, but I think Motive Bowl was actually bumped out of the way, so great defensive touch by whoever got him there. Naz and Chris double commit there. Rumblefish is back to collect, though, but Falcor, no, he waited too long, hoping Rumblefish would miss, but he doesn't. Naz has the setup for the shot. What a save by Motive Bowl to keep the scoreline 0-0.
Yeah, Panda Bear put it back across his own goal there, and Naz was waiting, but luckily for him, or luckily for Panda Bear, he was bailed out by his team. Ball's pinging around quite a bit near midfield, but really hanging around the goal. Oh, Chris comes in on the back end, takes the pass from Rumblefish, and gives Golden Goals their second lead. Well, their first lead of this game, and my prediction is looking good so far for Game 3.
Dude, this pass. JD Gibson, you're right. What a pass. Oh my God. Rumblefish recognized that the goalie was short side. The goalie was covering the near post. Sent it far post, rolling perfectly for Chris to be able to reach. What a positional play. Smart heads-up pass. Easy goal for Chris, and you love to see it. So I'm hoping Chris gets another one in that. Let's see if they can set him up again. Nazhole does take possession on the right side. It's a great challenge by Falcor to send it. Great 50 by Panda Bear. Man, Brakefast Club is picking up the speed. Naz does send it away. Rumble able to send it up the wall as well as the ball goes back in towards the net. The bees are swarming, Larry. What's going to happen here? Is Brakefast Club going to get the goal they need to equalize?
They may right here, but a nice little save keeps Motive from getting his first goal of the game. I like what I'm seeing from both teams. Honestly, this could still go either way. It's very fast-paced, much faster paced than games 1 and 2. Falcor's trying to get control of it, but he's finding a lot more resistance than he was in the first game. There's a nice little pass over to Panda, puts it right off the post. Blue's able to very calmly clear that out. I'm impressed with their poise on their defensive end right now.
Yeah, that was
Still in their end, though.
There was also a nice touch there in the middle by Chris to Rumblefish. I think he was trying to set him up for a booming shot. A little too far ahead, but a nice idea there. I like the chemistry that I'm seeing, and I like the strategy that I'm seeing, where they're setting each other up. That said, they're going to have to get out of their own corner first, even though they are still up 1 goal. Looks like Falcor is going to take the ball here in the offensive zone. No, it's banged away by Naz. They're on the back feet. Panda Bear does get it clear. It's still in the middle. Falcor able to touch it away. We got some close play in front of the orange net. It's still there. Golden Goals looking to extend their lead and show that they are the dominant team, especially with Naz so high up on the scoreboard and all those individual stats. Falcor beats 2 players in the process. Does he get the double? He does! What a touch by Falcor, beating 2 players in the process. Over Rumble, over Chris. Spins away, lightest touch in the world, and drops it in.
He get bumped in the air and then correct his flight and get the double tap anyway. That may be the best goal I've seen on this stream. That was an absolutely incredible display of individual skill on Falcor's part. I'm blown away. That was incredible. I thought I was watching Moist Esports there for a second.
Well, Falcor, as we have seen, knows how to play this game. He knows how to make a difference, and he's doing it again, trying to take Chris out of the equation. What a save by Chris, keeping the ball out of his net at the last moment. But still, Falcor showing that he is the dominant player on this field. It's going to be team play that beats him, not individual effort, I think. But here is Rumble looking to set up his team. No, it's taken away again by Falcor. Back into the midfield, past Nazhole. Another touch to make Chris awkward. No, Chris able to stay with him. Good job by Chris reading that play and keep it out of the danger zone. As it's sent back to net, can Falcor get back in time? He does. Naz is going to look to collect this again. Rumble taking over. Oh, I thought that was going to be a booming pass into the mid, but he tries to control it up the wall. Chris faking away with the backflip, freaks out Motive Bowl. Naz centers for Rumble. He misflipped. Oh no, he didn't get his fast aerial. He flipped out of the way. That would have been the go-ahead goal.
Again, my apologies. My puppy is deciding to talk to me at a very inopportune moment, but he's very cute. So
The puppy is just excited about the gameplay because, frankly,
I agree.
We're almost done with this game, and we are about to go into overtime unless something magical happens here. 10 seconds on the clock. The countdown has begun. The ball is still flying around. It's a potential opportunity here. No, it's Falcor keeping it in, then out. It's going to drop unless Motive Bowl can keep it up. Overtime in Game 3 to take this series. Larry, I need a breather.
This is what we live for, man. I think Motive made the right decision to let that ball fall and take it into OT. He was in a pretty tricky position, and now Brakefast Club has an opportunity to reset. Naz going to try to bring it off the wall. We can't quite do it. Ball's still in the blue end. Panda Bear tries to make a cross, lies under the ball. Looking a little bit sloppier from Panda, but a quick pass over to Falcor. Can't quite put it on net, can't get around to get the angle. And now the ball's down the other way. Naz, dangerous in the air, puts it on goal. That's the series, ladies and gentlemen. Naz, living up true to his statistics so far this season, puts in the final goal with an excellent individual play. A little bit of a difficult transition for Brakefast Club. I think they had a bit of a mistake there. But the series is going to go to Golden Goals, and Riff, my prediction, as per usual, holds true.
Even with the flip-flopping. Frankly, I got to call out 2 things in that last play. Folks, if you missed it at home, pull up the replay of this video stream when you can, because 2 things, very important things happened there. The ball was sent into the middle. The Brakefast Club team had the ball, had the game on the front of Falcor's car, and he missed it wide. You don't expect him to miss that. He doesn't miss that. Something happened there. I don't know what, but it went wide of the net, and that's what set up the counterattack. Naz with an unbelievable dunk play, blocking a clear by, I think it was Panda Bear, sends it high. follows it, and you know he's good in the air. Unbelievable play by Nazhol to get that last goal in overtime. And congratulations to the Golden Goals doing a reverse sweep, coming back from a 1-0 game deficit to take games 2 and 3 for the victory. What a series. Larry, any final thoughts about it?
That was a fantastic series, man. That was I was on the edge of my seat there in Game 3. Really liked the individual mechanics that we saw come out. I think both teams maybe started a little slow in Game 1. Brakefast Club was able to capitalize on some mistakes, but Golden Goals brought it back and made it one of the best series that I think I've seen so far in Season 7. So I am in a great mood. I definitely got my Rocket League fix for the evening. Honestly, I just can't wait to get out there and hit the pitch now.
Well, we will let you go shortly, but first, we have to announce the winner of the giveaway. So the giveaway is closed. We do have a winner, and it is Disaster Piece. Disaster Piece, congratulations. You have won the Fireworks Goal Explosion giveaway. You can reach out to me after the stream and find out how to collect your prize. Yes, who you? Congratulations, buddy. You won the giveaway. And with our final moments, I do want to make some call outs here. A big thank you to the teams for amazing play today on stream. A big thank you to our production staff. For those of you that don't know, we had a skeleton crew today. We had a lot of people show up, and a lot of people try and show up that ultimately couldn't, and we really appreciate everybody's help and support getting the stream going. To everyone that couldn't be here, we wish you the best of luck. We know some people are going through some stuff and are also waiting on some news about health concerns. So again, we hope everybody is okay. We wish you a speedy recovery for whatever might be ailing you. And we thank you, the viewers, for being here. I also have to shout out to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for providing some of the background audio you've been hearing today on stream. Great little synthwave stuff. With that, I'm going to say stick around Sunday. We are going to have another stream for you put on by Mike the Support, where we're going to have 2 more league games, week 3 matchups in the Sunday division. You're not going to want to miss those either. Sick Larry, thank you for joining me in the booth today. For everybody here at the Old Farts News Network, we wish you a good night. Have a lot of fun playing, and we'll see you next time.